When my daughter Asher was born, we didn't know that my wife had a heart murmur. She's never been through something that would ever even make it happen. And as she's giving birth to my daughter Asher, this was the second child, so the first, she had no complications with the first one. When she started giving birth to my daughter Asher, I'm not a smart man, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I've got my GED, but I know when I start hearing beep, 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 something's wrong. And all of a sudden, the doctors and nurses start pushing me out of the room. And they're like, Mr. Serpent, and I'm asking, like, is everything okay? What's going on? Is everything okay? What's going on? And they push me out of the room, and a nurse comes out, and she goes, hey, we're not really worried about the baby, or we're not concerned about the baby. We're just trying to make sure your wife is okay. I'm a pastor at this point, and can I tell you, prayer was not in my top 5, 10, 100 things to do right now. All I wanted to do was stress. All I wanted to do was walk around and pace thinking that was going to do something. And so I call somebody, a pastor friend of mine, and I tell him, I say, hey, I'm outside in the hallway. I don't know what's happening right now. All I know is they said she's going into cardiac arrest. I don't know anything. What do I do? And you know what this pastor says to me? Have you prayed for her? I said, I don't have time to pray. My wife is about to die. The last thing I'm trying to do is pray. And he said, pray for her. And he hung up on me. What? And so I can't do anything. I'm looking. I can't see anything. So all I say is, God, heal my wife. Heal. And that was probably the most elementary prayer I've ever prayed, but I prayed it with some swagger. I prayed it with some confidence. I said, I'm about to pull up every prayer I should have prayed back. God, heal my wife. And about 1 minute later, hear me, the doctor comes out and they said, we don't know what happened, but your wife threw up and her heart's okay now. I said, that was it. If I never get put in that hallway powerless, I never pull out a prayer I never would have prayed before. I never would have pulled out a faith I never had before. But until I get put in the hallway and my hands are tied, many times God is placing you somewhere to pull something out in you.